Welcome back to Business on City News 570, powered by Cowan Insurance. As God would have it, we're joined by AJ Feltis. He's a consultant in group plans at Cowan Insurance Group. And Gregory, it's important. We both have plans that we make available to our members and to businesses locally. But it's important that the important part is not having them; it's communicating them to their employees.
You know what? You'd kind of think that we'd learn about that. You know, communication plans are important in this day and age. You know, communication is probably the most important thing that we do in business. But do we have standardized or regular communication plans to communicate with our employees? Of course we do. But do we include any changes or anything coming up with the group benefits plan? AJ, why is it important that we actually have a communications plan in our business with our employees?
Thanks again for having me on the show, you two. So employees' group benefits programs, they make up a really important part of that employee's overall total compensation strategy. And if they aren't using the most of their benefits, or they aren't even aware that they have them, they're missing out on a really important part of their overall compensation package. The employee benefits landscape is also changing, whether it's virtual care, including mental health support, to caregiver support. As the benefits change, employees need to be kept informed of this change so that they can utilize and fully appreciate their benefits program. Not knowing how to get your claims paid, or even just not knowing what's covered, may deter an employee from using their benefits program altogether.
Mm-hmm. So, in terms of the must-haves in your communication plan, because you've got a plan, whether it's through Cowan or someone else, and it's available to your employees. I mean, identifying what is included in the plan. You've just mentioned how to make the submit the claims. Talk about the must-haves that need to be in there to make sure that the plan is fully utilized for the employee's benefit.
Yeah, any communications around the program should really be upfront and center to the employees. Employers need to communicate the program with frequent, easy to understand messaging. You also want your messaging to be clear and consistent. When it comes to group insurance and insurance in general, I think there's so much language jargon around the benefits and the insurance that the average person might not know what coordination of benefits means, deductibles, co-insurance, and simplifying that language around the benefits program is crucial in helping those employees understand the benefits offered to them. The communications also have to be prompt. So if you make any changes to your benefits program, you'll want to communicate that right away. And lastly, you also really want to know your audience. I think everyone absorbs information differently, and really depending on the demographics of that business, in-person events may be more helpful than virtual events, and vice versa.
Yeah, these aren't like gift cards you're getting. You know, it's about, yes, are you aware that here are the benefits? But so, okay, here's where the real challenge is going to be, AJ. You know, if I want to set out a communication plan around my group benefits program with my employers, I wouldn't even know where to start. And I know a little bit about the industry. So how does a business owner go about creating a communications plan for their group benefits coverage?
Yeah, you know what's actually really nice about that, Ian and Greg? They don't. As a benefits consultant and an advisor, part of my job is to ensure that employees and their clients and really know what benefits they have. So the best part about it is if you're working with a benefits advisor like myself or one at Cowan, we have a dedicated team. Create a team dedicated to creating customized communications around the benefits program. So whether it's an announcement about changes to the program, organizing lunch and learns, or doing an employee feedback survey, the team here at Cowan can help employees make sure what benefits they have. And we can get creative with it too. I've seen everything from in-person education sessions to 2-minute animated video clips explaining the benefits program. There are plenty of ways to communicate that program to the employees. And as an advisor, we're really here to help you do that.
That's awesome.
You know, really important, because as we know now, it is a very competitive talent marketplace across every sector. And so this is can be one for an employer. You're already paying for these benefit programs. Make sure your staff are using them. That could be the competitive advantage that says, I'm not going to leave the chamber or Cowan because I've got these great benefits, but they need to know about it. And so this communicating of mental health of resources, therapists, massage, chiro, osteo, all of those those extended health benefits and other things, really important for them to know about. So great information. Thanks for joining us today, AJ.
Thanks for having me back on here, guys.
All right, we've been joined by our good friend AJ Feltis. He's a consultant in the group benefits program at Cowan Insurance Group.